Hello everyone, Pastor Randy. It is hot out today, and I'm going to just show you a couple things that I'm doing on the homestead. Putting some water in the sun. Why am I doing this? Alright, I'm not going into this whole sun and energy and all that stuff because biblically I don't believe it, but I was curious, does the water taste different? So this I took from the fridge. I actually set it out here. It's been out here about 24 hours. I drank some and it does taste different. It is purified. And I started researching a little bit more because I always say you can't wait for something to happen to know what to do when it happens, right? It's kind of like we have tornado drills in the school for a reason, right? We have tornado drills. We have fire alarms. We don't want to get caught with our pants down, right? We don't want to wait last minute. So I'm like, okay, let me see about this. So I took some water and I put it in there and I wanted to see if it tasted different, and it does. I do think, and I also did some research, so 70% of Africa actually does this with their water. That's how they purify it. They put it in bottles and they leave it lay out in the sun, and that's how they get their water purification. If you don't know, Africa does not have, they don't have water. They don't have sewage systems. They have some wells that most Americans are and put in, but they don't have running water, and they don't have too many wells, and they're very far away. So this is how they actually purify their water. So I wanted to try it, and it does taste a lot different. I will say that it is worth knowing. It's worth trying. Does it give you all that energy? I don't know. I'm not getting into that. I don't believe in the sun god and the energy god and all that. I have one god. I am curious though of how to purify water, and so I tried it out. I will say I think that it would work, and it seems to my research, yes, and the fact that it tastes different. Now, if you had dirty water, you will have to have a coffee filter, cheesecloth, something to actually take it out. That is something you will have to do, is to get it somewhat clean. Alright, so now, something's going on today at the church homestead. Just to give you some updates, give you some tips on things to do. Of course, I threw my compost in there. This is bee balm. I'm going to plant that. This here is one of my squash plants. It's not doing too well, so I did put some coffee grounds. Same with this little guy here. They are not doing well. I'm going to try some coffee grounds, see if that's the nutrition it needs. Each plant, each sickness takes a little bit of, something different. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to bring some eggshells out and put that on there too, so it has some calcium. So I'm just going to keep giving a little bit of fertilizer. My composting is not ready to actually give in there, so I can't. Next thing we are doing is, this is chamomile. Thank God I have not been able to grow this. I actually winter sowed this. It was my first year winter sowing, and I put it in. That's where the bee balm, that's why it's in that too, is I put the seeds in the winter and brought them outside, and this actually started to grow in there, and I transplanted it into the ground. I took some of these off. I'm going to take some more. You can see there's going to be some coming out tomorrow, it looks like. So I take some off. I always like leaving them, and I try doing this. They say pick flowers at the beginning of the day. I've been doing it at the end so that these could be used as pollinators, and they can eat. So leaving that for some bugs to pollinate. Other thing is, I don't know if you can see through the fence here. I don't want to have to climb in there, but there is a bean sprouting. Right? Look, there's a little bean. There's some more sprouting. You can see I have some flowers going here. And that's actually a bean. And it's pretty cool because the bean actually comes up. First you get a flower, then you get a little bean, and then you get this little guy. And it'll grow into a full bean. So I'm excited. My beans are starting. We also have a tomato. There's a tomato growing. Yes, and there's some lavender. I'm going to cut this off down to about here. I have never been too successful with lavender, but it's here. I bought it and it's growing. We'll see how that goes. So now we're going to walk out. We're going to take a little walk. I am going to show you a couple other things that is going on this morning. We're really bringing old school. I have some sun tea going. Yay! And this is actually pineapple I dehydrated and some sun leaves that I bought. It was actually pineapple loose that I put in there, and then I added more pineapple to it. So we'll see what it tastes like. Now we're going to go out front here. I'm going to show you a couple other things that are going on. So we don't have to walk all the way to the property. But look at my kiwi. Yay! I'm so excited. That is my kiwi plant. It has been growing for a couple years. And then as you can see, I have some mullein here. I did take the flowers off today. I'm waiting for these little ones. You need a 4th cup of flowers to make the oil. I have 2 of these. The other one's down at the property, thank God. But you can take the flowers off every day until you get 1/4, and then we're going to add it to some olive oil. That looks like it's going to be tomorrow's project, and then we'll get some seeds out of there. But mullein is very soft. Some people call it toilet paper. I have some leaves drying. I'm actually going to take a few more leaves off of here, but I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow. And we'll take some leaves off to use. Now this here is my kiwi, but which I'm so excited about. But look at these little guys here. That there is one of them lantern flies, and they are not nice bugs. They suck the juice out of the plants. So what I've been doing is flicking them off into this. This is actually vinegar and dish soap, and it I instantly kills them. Sometimes they will jump in there. They like the smell of it. So I do have a bunch. Look at that. That is what, 2 days worth. I put this is from Sunday. All the ones I got off this plant. Crazy, if you ask me. And you get that one there. I got that one little guy off. So I've been taking them off as I see them. They were really bad the first day. A lot of those are from the first day. And then yesterday I took a bunch off. Today I haven't had as many, but I've taken a few off. So there is some updates, a couple tips for you. One is what to do with them lanternflies, vinegar and dish soap. Yes. Another thing is you learned a little bit about mullein. We have some sun tea going and a little bit of water and a few tips. So I hope this helps. Keep following. I'll keep you updated on the church homestead, and I will see you tomorrow. Stay cool and drink lots of water. Stay hydrated, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day.